So, let's say you're collecting old video games and you want to get them as clean as possible. Well, first of all, welcome to your new nightmare. But second, there's a lot more that goes into cleaning these little guys than you might think. So let's go over how to clean your video games as safely and as thoroughly as possible, as well as what not to do. Step 0, the different types of games. Before we start, we need to establish that there are two distinctly different types of games. There's discs, most commonly used in modern consoles. They'll almost always come inside a plastic case. And then there's cartridges, mostly used on older consoles. These are normally sold on their own, as the cardboard boxes they originally came in were typically thrown away. I'll be cleaning both a disc and a cartridge, just so we can cover the nuances of both. And because this project has to be over 5 minutes long. Step 1. Stickers. In a perfect world, stickers would peel off easily and painlessly. You know, how they're supposed to. But this isn't a perfect world. This is Texas. Luckily, there's a light that shines through the darkness, and his name is Goo Gone. If you dip a Q-tip into some Goo Gone, you can clean that residue right off. Wowza! The downside is you'll have to let the smell dissipate over time. But hey, you're a gamer. You have no room to talk. Step 2. The case. This is pretty simple. You can just dampen a paper towel and wipe down the games. Though it's important to make sure you don't get water on the game artwork by accident. You can take artwork out of a case, so there's nothing to worry about there. But you have to be gentle with cartridges because their labels are glued onto the casing. Too much water could potentially ruin the label. But you may be wondering, what if an accident happens? If you find that your game is tarnished beyond repair, you can simply take a cleaner game, swap the casing, and voila! Necromancy! The downside is sacrificing another game's case, but worst case scenario, hey, free frisbee. Step 5. Disc and cartridge cleaning. I don't think there's a step 4, whatever. The bottoms of game cartridges have openings with pin connectors. These are what connect to the system when playing the game. Unfortunately, they tend to build up a lot of dirt and dust over time, making them unplayable. A common suggestion is to blow into the cartridge to fix it. Don't do that! Over time, this will cause saliva and bacteria to eat away at the pins, and before you know it, you'll be burying the cartridge right next to grandma. The best way to clean them is with rubbing alcohol. Just put some on a Q-tip and give those pins a good scrubbing. If you do it right, the Q-tip will be caked in dirt. Scrumptious, isn't it? The type of rubbing alcohol does matter, because the percentage represents the amount of rubbing alcohol compared to water. Any type of water is bad for connectors, so you want to get as close to 100% as possible. On the other hand, discs only have to be wiped down with a cloth, but you have to be careful to avoid scratching it. But there you go, our games are clean. There's only one last step to keep in mind. Step 6. Keeping them clean. Obviously, it's just as important that your games stay clean to avoid any buildup of gunk. You can keep small cartridges in a Ziploc bag, or you can buy specialized cases online to keep them in. But hey, you can always just keep them on a shelf if you have no other option. As long as you clean them regularly, you'll be fine. And there we go, your games are as clean as a fiddle. Now we can finally play them.